Trump's 2025 strategy. Is Elon Musk the key to America's revival? Let's face it, America right now is like that sinking ship you see in every disaster movie. Except this one comes with a $36 trillion federal debt, skyrocketing inflation, and a strategic petroleum reserve running on fumes. It's almost poetic how the problems keep piling up like a Jenga tower built on quicksand. Yet, here we are, trying to figure out if Donald Trump and his new billionaire bestie, Elon Musk, are the dynamic duo America didn't know it needed. Spoiler alert, opinions may vary. Let's say you inherited a home that had a leaking roof, clogged pipes, and raccoons living in the attic. In essence, that's the situation that Trump could face in the year 2025. The $14 trillion national debt has grown substantially since 2020. Because of some first-rate choices in short-term borrowing that seem more like running up a credit card balance than managing a country's finances. Inflation, which Biden's team insisted was transitory, is sticking around like an unwanted houseguest, even with falling energy prices. And don't even get started on the strategic petroleum reserve. Once boasting 638 million barrels of oil, it's now at a 40-year low of 392 million. Biden drained it faster than a college kid downs a cup of ramen, all to keep gas prices in check before the midterms. Sure, there's been a 12% bump in the past year, but with reserves this low, one global crisis could send prices skyrocketing again. Meanwhile, the Department of Justice has lost public trust. Who saw that coming? Military stockpiles are running dry, and billions of taxpayer dollars have been poured into ventures so futile they make throwing money into a wishing well seem like sound financial planning. Take Intel, for example. Billions spent, and we're still left scratching our heads about where all the money went. If you thought the damage couldn't get worse, Biden's administration seems to be going for the world's messiest breakup title. Instead of using his final weeks in office to clean up the mess, he's on a spending spree that makes Black Friday look tame. The Inflation Reduction Act handed over $375 billion to the White House for discretionary spending, which translates to, we'll spend it on whatever we want before the new guy shows up. Pete Buttigieg promised 500,000 EV charging stations and delivered 8. Kamala Harris had $42 billion to roll out rural broadband and, well, let's just say we're still buffering. Meanwhile, a Project Veritas video shows an EPA advisor admitting that they're pushing funds out faster than a fire sale, just in case Trump gets the keys to the White House again. Oh, and let's not forget the deal Biden struck with the American Federation of Government Employees. It protects 42,000 Social Security workers from having to return to the office, a move likely to throw a wrench in Trump's federal workforce reforms. While Biden's administration seems set on leaving Trump with a dumpster fire, Trump might have a secret weapon: Elon Musk. Yes, the same guy who wants to put chips in your brain, colonize Mars, and tweet his way through controversy. Musk reportedly donated $119 million to a pro-Trump spending group and threw his full weight behind Trump's campaign. His reward? A potential role as Trump's efficiency czar. Let's not kid ourselves. Musk didn't get involved out of sheer patriotism. The billionaire's businesses, from Tesla to SpaceX, thrive on government regulation, or lack thereof. A former SpaceX official put it bluntly. Elon Musk sees all regulations as getting in the way of his businesses and innovation. He sees the Trump administration as the vehicle for getting rid of as many regulations as he can, so he can do whatever he wants, as fast as he wants. Translation? Musk's strategy is simple. Help Trump win, and in return, make life easier for his companies. It's like the ultimate quid pro quo, only instead of favors between neighbors, it's billion-dollar subsidies and policy changes. Musk endorsed Trump on July 13th, just hours after the then-aspiring president survived an assassination attempt in Pennsylvania. If that isn't the plot twist of the year, what is? Musk's financial contributions helped fund a massive get-out-the-vote effort, crucial for Trump as he faced a stiff challenge from Kamala Harris, who replaced Biden as the Democratic nominee. On election night, Musk was right there at Mar-a-Lago, rubbing elbows with the president-elect. This bromance is already bearing fruit. Trump's plans reportedly include naming Musk as the guy who's supposed to cut through Washington's infamous red tape. Given Musk's love for efficiency and controversy, it's not hard to imagine him gleefully dismantling regulations like a kid tearing apart a Lego set. But let's not pull out the champagne just yet. Trump and Musk will have their work cut out for them. The housing crisis and increasing rate of violent crime aren't problems that can be solved with a quick tweet. Then there's the matter of rebuilding depleted military stockpiles, addressing the ongoing migrant crisis, and stabilizing the Middle East, a region where U.S. influence has been shaky at best. Add to that the Treasury's precarious position. Instead of locking in long-term financing, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen leaned heavily on short-term Treasury bills to cover the $1.8 trillion deficit. This means refinancing risks are through the roof, and Trump will need some serious fiscal wizardry to avoid a financial meltdown. Brilliant, ambitious, and maybe a touch too wild for comfort, Elon Musk embodies the best and worst of modern America. His growing friendship with Trump has the potential to bring forth an era of unprecedented innovation and freedom. On the other hand, things could go sideways, and we might just discover what happens when billionaires with a love for space, aliens, and what have we nots decide that they've suddenly developed a passion for politics. But let's not forget how Musk got here. Once the poster boy for fighting climate change with electric cars and his plan to ferry humanity to Mars in case Earth decides to quit on us, Musk has pivoted in a big way. Now, he's championing a libertarian movement that feels like a slap in the face to California's historically liberal ideology. A woke mind virus, as he not so diplomatically puts it. Subtle, right? This libertarian turn, coupled with Musk's growing political involvement, has some comparing him to the industry barons of the Gilded Age. Think J.P. Morgan and John D. Rockefeller, but with rockets and brain chips. Backers like venture capitalist Shervin Pishavar are practically giddy about the idea, envisioning Musk transforming America into a nimble startup. There's no greater entrepreneur in American history than Elon Musk, Pishavar declared. Someone's ready to order their Musk 2024 bumper sticker. Musk isn't just dipping his toes into politics, he's doing a full cannonball. The world's richest man has poured at least $132 million into Donald Trump's 2024 re-election campaign and Republican Party efforts. According to Federal Election Commission filings, this makes him one of the most influential figures in shaping Trump's political comeback. The money isn't just padding Trump's war chest. Musk's America PAC, a super PAC he created, is working overtime to support Trump's candidacy while also boosting key congressional races. The endgame? A Republican majority that aligns with Musk's vision of a deregulated, fast-moving America. Musk's efforts are raising eyebrows and plenty of questions. His financial backing has not only bolstered Trump's campaign, but also fueled get-out-the-vote initiatives in crucial swing states like Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Wisconsin. And let's not overlook the world's richest man also owning one of the largest platforms for political discourse, X, formerly known as Twitter. Trust Musk to leave his mark on things, am I right? If influence is a currency, Musk is making it rain. The race between Trump and Kamala Harris is tighter than a reality TV reunion show. With Harris outspending Trump in all 7 battleground states, Musk's contributions couldn't come at a better time for the Republican camp. Targeted ads, grassroots mobilization, and last-minute voter outreach, fueled by Musk's deep pockets, could make all the difference in a contest where every vote matters. But with great power comes, well, ethical dilemmas. Musk's business empire is heavily dependent on government contracts and regulations. From Tesla's EV subsidies to SpaceX's NASA deals, Musk's companies live and breathe federal support. So, the question looms: how much of Musk's political zeal is about patriotism, and how much is about ensuring his businesses thrive under a Trump administration? Critics warn that this level of political and financial entanglement feels like a modern-day Monopoly game, with Musk holding all the railroads and utilities. Supporters, on the other hand, see a visionary ready to turbocharge America's bureaucratic clunker. Either way, the stakes are high, and Musk's role is far from minor. What's striking about Musk's political evolution is how quickly he went from a relatively apolitical figure to Trump's #1 fan. Sure, he made modest donations to both parties in the past, But in 2024, Musk has thrown subtlety out the window. His vocal endorsements, campaign trail appearances, and America PAC contributions have cemented him as a central player in Trump's bid for the presidency. Elon Musk's political pivot didn't just bolster Donald Trump financially, it gave the former president a social media megaphone through X, formerly known as Twitter. Once hailed as a liberal advocate for renewable energy, Musk's controversial acquisition of Twitter in 2022 marked a stark departure. Promising to create a politically neutral platform, he instead reshaped X into a critical tool for Trump's MAGA resurgence. Musk's changes were swift and radical. He slashed teams responsible for combating disinformation, restored over 62,000 suspended accounts, including Trump's, and welcomed back voices accused of spreading hate speech and conspiracy theories. Trump's account, banned after the Capitol riots in 2021, roared back to life just in time for the election. Critics argue that Musk's personal endorsements made X an unofficial MAGA headquarters. One infamous instance saw him amplify a doctored video of Kamala Harris with a fake voiceover mocking her as the ultimate diversity hire. Musk shared the clip with a laughing emoji, exposing it to over 136 million users without labeling it as parody. Musk also allowed conspiracy theories about illegal aliens voting and Democrats importing immigrants to dominate X. He even claimed such tactics would create a one-party socialist state in America. This narrative was further fueled when Trump repeated bizarre claims during a debate, alleging Haitian immigrants were eating cats and dogs in Ohio, a statement Musk indirectly supported by sharing memes mocking Kamala Harris. Love him or hate him, Musk's influence is undeniable. Whether he's remembered as the entrepreneur who helped revive America or as a billionaire who played the system to his advantage, one thing is certain. The Musk-Trump alliance has reshaped the political landscape in ways that will be felt long after the 2024 election. Either way, one thing is clear. America's revival or its next great experiment is going to be one wild ride. Grab your popcorn, folks. This show is just getting started.